Hi, I'm George, and in this video we'll be talking about foxes in Bedrock. Now if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to click on share as well, and also subscribe. I do a bunch of videos every single week. You can find more about those on my channel. Okay, let's get to it. We have a couple of foxes right down here. These are both red foxes, and you'll find these in forests. Now the kind of forests that you'll find the foxes in are taiga forests, and you'll also find them inside of giant tree taiga, snowy taiga, and taiga villages as well. I just saw a wolf go running by. There he is. The wolf is the natural enemy of the fox. He's chasing a fox right now. I think the fox is going to get away though. They're pretty fast. So you'll find the foxes in this kind of forest. Looks just like that. Foxes like chickens. There's a chicken. Pretty timely. Foxes also like sweet berries, and I have a sweet berry in my hand there. That's why the fox is coming up to me, because I'm carrying that sweet berry. Foxes also like villages. You can see a village in the background back here. Let's take a look at that. There it is. And that's because villages tend to have chickens, and foxes go after the chickens at night. Now normally foxes are sleeping during the daytime. These foxes around here are up and about just because I'm walking about right now, so that's keeping them from falling asleep. But normally you'll find foxes sleeping in the daytime in the shade underneath trees. So, kind of like in an area right over in here, they'd be sleeping in there. But right now they're kind of disturbed because I'm walking around. Now, baby foxes, if you've bred the foxes like I did here, they're not afraid of you, and they'll come right up to you. Notice this guy's actually carrying something. He just carried a feather over here. And that guy just ate something, don't know what. So the babies, if you have bred the foxes, they won't be afraid of you. You can't actually tame a fox, but you can keep them from being afraid of you. Now I found that holding the berries does a pretty good job of letting the foxes come up near you. If you're not holding berries, let me just switch over here. I'll just change to not holding berries. And notice how they move away pretty rapidly if you're not doing that. So they will tend to flee away from you if you're not holding these berries. Now you can approach a fox fairly easily if you crouch down. Just hold the shift bar down like that and then sneak up on them. Little sneak mode. And you can get real close to a fox if you're working in sneak mode like this. So that's pretty easy to do. In order to breed foxes, you need to have some sweetberry bushes. I have that right there in my hands. You can see them growing back there. There they are. Now be careful of those sweetberry bushes. If you walk through them, you will take some damage. Let me just show you that. I'll just walk over into this one here. There it is. A little bit of damage right there. I'll walk into these ones. So you look at some damage. There it is from the sweetberry bushes. So be careful not to walk into them. It's not much damage, but a little bit. You'll need to have 2 adult foxes. I only have 1 right now. Other one's around someplace. There's a second fox. There it is. So you need to have 2 adult foxes, and then you'll have to right tap them with the sweetberry bush. Let's see if I can get these guys to do something. Those have wandered off someplace. I'll find them and bring them back in here again. Okay, I have 2 adults here. I'm just going to go into sneak mode. You're going to want to scare them away. And I'm going to tap on the back of the fox. I'm just going to go for those chickens because I can get them first here. Now because those foxes saw those chickens, they ignored what I was doing, and they also dropped what they were carrying. And that's what will happen. If they're carrying something, they'll drop it if they see food. So let's go ahead and just pick those things up while I'm at it. There we are. Just walk right past that. Now there are 2 different kinds of foxes in the game. There's the forest fox, and that's that red fox kind of hiding behind the tree right there. And if you're up in the Arctic areas, up in the snow area, there's the Arctic fox, which is white. So you have the red fox and the white fox. Now the food that these foxes eat, pretty interesting. Foxes will eat chickens and rabbits and cod and salmon and tropical fish and also baby turtles. Now the red foxes, like that one right there, they prefer the chickens and the rabbits. We already saw them going after a chicken here just a couple of minutes ago. The Arctic foxes prefer the seafood, the cod, the salmon, the tropical fish, and the baby turtles. Now interestingly enough, foxes don't like cake. I don't know why, but that's what I've read. They don't like cake, so don't try to give them any cake. Foxes have natural enemies. In the forest in here, the natural enemy is the wolf. And if you're up in an Arctic area, then the natural enemy is the polar bear. So you have those two enemies for the foxes. We've already seen how the foxes will pick things up and carry them around. If a fox gets killed, it will drop whatever it is it's carrying. Or, as you saw when you saw the chickens, if they see food, they'll drop what they're carrying and go after the food. So you can also put some food down there and then get them to have food as well. Now, if the fox is holding a totem of undying, like I have my hand right there, if they get killed, they won't drop this. They'll use it instead and regenerate. So if they have a totem of undying, they're not going to be dropping that one thing. These are really active foxes today. Normally, you'll be finding your foxes sleeping under trees during the daytime and then moving around at night. Looks like he's actually sleeping now. They tend to sleep more often than they wander around during the daytime. Now, foxes, as I've said, will go after chickens, and that's why they hang around villages, like we have back over here. They're going to be trying to get into the villages to steal chickens, like that one's trying right there. Now, one thing about foxes is that they will either sneak up on their prey or they'll pounce on it, jump up and pounce on it. And because they can jump, foxes can jump over fences and they can jump over walls. So if you have a little chicken coop with just fences, the foxes will be able to get into there and get to your chickens. Just keep that in mind. Now, I've mentioned how if you breed foxes together, the baby fox won't be afraid of you. It won't be tame, but it's going to trust you. Now, if the adult foxes move off, the baby will follow the adults. And the way you stop that is just take a lead and put a lead on the fox, on the baby fox, so that it won't follow the adults off. So you can lead a fox someplace else. They will, though, tend to wander around. They're not tamed. You can't just have them hang around like the wolves would if you tame a wolf. They're very independent. They will wander off. But if you have a fox that trusts you, if you've bred a fox and it trusts you, if you're attacked by a mob, the fox will attack that mob. So they do have some defensive capabilities in here. Of course, they're just fun to have around. I just happen to like those foxes a lot. I think I have two foxes here. Yep. And just go into sneak mode here and see if these guys will calm down. I have one right there. And he just went to sleep. Okay. Just tap on that one. There we go. Tap on this one. All right, we're going to get some foxes breeding. There they are. Right behind the bush. Get that bush out of the way. And there should be a baby fox around someplace. And there it is. There's a baby fox in behind. So that's how you breed foxes. Just tap their backs with the sweetberry bush and you get a baby. Now this baby is going to trust me. The two adults won't. But if I move like that, then the adults will wander off, and usually the baby will follow the adult, although he has kind of stayed close here, but he'll go and find them. They tend to try to stay near the adults when possible. Now, once they grow up, they'll still trust you when they grow up. So you can get a bunch of foxes that will trust you and not run away after you've been doing some breeding on them. So there you go. That's how you work with foxes here inside of Bedrock. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to click on share and also subscribe. I do a bunch of videos every single week. You can find more about that and my channel. Okay, and I'll see you next time.